Now that we've gone over what you don't want your squat to look like, we're going to go over what you do want your squat to look like. Following those same 7 basic elements: the proud chest, the neutral spine, that's just virtually your spine's in a straight line, you're looking forward. You've got the pelvic tilt, as I described. That's when you begin your squat. One of the first things you do is just kind of pop your butt out a little bit, and that keeps your weight going straight down instead of moving forward as you begin the squat. You've got the feet and knee position. So that's when I was discussing the knees buckling in as you're going down. You want your knees to stay directly over your toes. And it's okay when you're down if your knees go beyond your toes. That's perfectly okay, right? Because the weight is still on the back portion of my foot, not on my toes like with the last video. The weight placement, so with the pelvic tilt, the weight kind of goes straight down. So you'll see my shoulders are in line with about this part of my foot, right? So that's okay. And it all goes with the proud chest and the pelvic tilt. All of these things work in tandem together to give you the proper squat form. With weight placement, when you come up, just like I stated before, instead of the pelvic tilt, going up, you've got the pelvic thrust, and that's just when you're coming up, you think about that mind to muscle connection, you think about squeezing your glutes. When you squeeze your glutes, your knees go back, hips go forward, and you've got that perfectly straight line. You're not overextending, or you're not still standing like this. That gets the full activation of the exercise, fulfilling the purpose of the squat. And then breathing. With breathing, what you want to do really is like you breathe in when you're on the downward motion, or you can take a breath at the top and hold it. And then as you press, as you use the muscles that you're exercising, you breathe out. So, again, I'll do two different angles here. So again, proud chest, we're looking for the pelvic tilt, we're looking for the weight placement, my shoulders to stay above pretty much the center of my foot the entire time. We're looking for the weight to be back, we're looking for the knees to not shoot forward. Now in this angle, you'll be able to focus a little differently. You won't be able to see the pelvic tilt as much, but you can see the feet and knee position. So again, feet are kind of about shoulder width, maybe a little more than shoulder width. This really depends, varies from person to person, but this is standard. Again, proud chest, pelvic tilt, knees aren't shooting forward, weight is centered on my foot, pretty much where that red stripe is. Weight is back, down, up, pelvic thrust at the top, down, up, pelvic tilt or pelvic thrust. Look at my knees. They are over my toes on both sides. They're not in. This is bad. They're out the whole time. One more time. Proud chest, pelvic tilt, weight is above the middle of my toes. Now up, right about here, pelvic thrust, boom.